Right, now let's see how to divide a fraction by another. And for that, we need to introduce what's called the reciprocal of a fraction. The reciprocal of a fraction is just simply the same fraction but flipped round. Okay, so the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. Right? So in this case of a over b, we flip it round to get b over a. And why is that useful for the division? Well, to divide one fraction by the other, what we're going to do is we're going to flip the second fraction, so take the reciprocal of the second one, and multiply that by the first fraction. Okay, so let's see an example of that. Let's say that we're going to be dividing 3/4 by 2/5. First thing we do is we look for the reciprocal of the second fraction. That is 2/5, so we flip it and we get 5 over 2, or 5 halves, I guess is the way to call it. The next thing we do is we then multiply the first fraction by this new fraction, so the second one flipped round. Okay, so we have to do 3/4 times 5 halves. Okay, and now that's just a simple multiplication. We know how to do that. 3 times 5 at the top gives us 15, and 4 times 2 at the bottom gives us 8. Let's see another example. In this case, let's do this one. We can also have the same situation as for multiplication. Sometimes we get unknowns in the numbers. So in this case, we have an x and a y. We don't know what they are, but we can still manipulate them just like they were numbers. So what we do is we first flip the second fraction. Okay, we turn it from 3/4 to 4/5. And then we multiply it by the first fraction. So we end up with 4x over 3y.